Hey, everybody. Waiting for a couple more people to join. Per usual. Okay. Coming on in. Well, I'll get started. My name's Kelsey Thomas. I'm the owner of Klean World. And today I wanted to talk to everyone about how to keep your children organized. I have 5 tips that I want to share, and also through two questions that came in that I'll go over. And if you have at any point you want to chime in, just chime in and ask the question or drop it in my DM, whatever. But I do welcome you all. I thank you for tuning in. Like us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Send it to your friend, like, share, comment, give me a thumbs up. Also, at any time, let us know what you would like to, what you would be interested into learning. So I'll jump right on into it. A lot of folks, they've been asking me how to keep the kids organized. So I came up with 5 tips that I wanted to share with you all. So the first tip was to be patient. Remaining patient. It takes time to learn different tasks and different ways to be organized. So have some patience with the children, and you want to break down things in small chunks, as small as possible. It's just like for the more mature adults, or after the children become teenagers, and it's almost like you look at a 100-page essay and you're like, what? So, and take it back to maybe pre-K or early school settings, and they get a sentence and they break down the sentence so they kind of know what the sentence says versus the long paragraph. So breaking it down in chunks for each task and being patient with the child is very beneficial. And the second step is accountability. So creating that family calendar or checklist or to-do list, making the child feel like they've accomplished something. So if that goes to something as far as creating a chart to label what they did that day, what they didn't do, assigning chores that involves sorting and organizing, so they'll know where it goes. So their chore is to do this. So if it's repetitious, they would already know. So holding them accountable and having some type of maybe like a family meeting and go over and offer that feedback to the child, because mom might think that the window needs to be cleaned one way, but if mom didn't show how to clean the window, mom's looking like, where are these streaks coming from? So it's an opportunity at the family meeting, maybe every 2 weeks, bi-weekly, weekly, whichever you come up with your family and decide. Just go over, hey, you could have did this. So now the child knows what the mom is expecting, so they can, look forward to doing it as well. Also, buying your child a planner so they'll know exactly what's going on, and labeling it, putting it on the wall behind the door, keeping the planner along with the book bag. It's just something that they know, these are the things I need to do in some type of form. The third tip I have is to preset their belongings. So that's getting ready the night before with the containers and like closet organizers. So if you get ready the night before, I think it was on maybe Super Nanny, there was an event where, I'm not sure why I can't see. There was an event where the nanny, she labeled each container that the child had for the week, and the nanny knew, the child knew, the parents knew exactly what was going on. Monday, this is what Billy's wearing. Tuesday, this is what Billy's wearing. And it also creates some type of independence for the child as well. So depending on their maturity level, you'll be able to assign certain tasks to them. So maybe by the age of 6 or 7, they should know how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Or maybe at the age of 15, they can start using the wash machine and dryer. But I wouldn't tell a 7-year-old to go do laundry. Things can happen, but let it be to where their maturity level is. So that goes along with preset. So presetting the night before, having containers and different organizers around so they know, okay, the toys are over here in this closet, my shoes are over here in this closet, my underwear, my night wear is in this first shelf, it's in here, whether it be a label or such. So presetting those things is beneficial too. Fourth tip, follow through. So establish a homework routine. When they come in, have them do their homework. If they go after school, have to do it after school. But the key to this routine, like having a routine period, whether it be daily or nightly, can help the child. So you already know this is what happens. This is what happens. And then a lot of children appreciate routine. They do. They appreciate the routine because they know what is expected of them. It's not what's happening today. This is supposed to happen. Mom's gonna trip. Let's get it done. So following through, and the key to the routine is having to spot check it every day. So again, if it's that chart on the wall, you're spot checking and to say, hey, did you do this? Or you knew you were supposed to do this by 5, did you do it? And then just hold them accountable for that too. My fifth tip is to keep it fun. So that goes with the color coding, the labeling, different chants, different songs you could create. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Every child loves that song, and it actually gets them motivated to clean. So creating different colors or different emojis or making it relatable to their life, because it is a wide gap between the child and the parent. Creating something that's relatable to their life now, or a song that they like, or a dance that they like maybe they can shoot Momma, clean my room, something. I don't know. But keep it fun and light. Nothing military style, but those are my 5 different tips to stay organized. So I'm going to review them again with you. The first one was to stay patient and break down tasks in small chunks as much as possible. Number 2 is to have accountability, creating the family calendar, the planner, to-do list, having family meetings, getting feedbacks on what was done, what wasn't done, what was done wrong, and staying organized. And 3 was to preset. So getting ready the night before, using containers or different closets or organizers, so you can already know what is ahead of the game, so you don't have to wake up frustrated, because that's one of the terrible things to do, wake up frustrated. You already know what's happening. That's preset. 4 was to follow through and establish a homework routine, a nightly routine, or a daily routine, and I often spot check these things so that the kid knows what's going on. And number 5 was to keep it fun. And that's color coding, stickers, stars, making fun chants, different memory aids that will help them achieve their daily task. Okay, so those are my 5 tips. I had two questions that came in, and the first one was, my daughter's toys are taking over my living room. Help. So, toy overload, that's a big question. So for toys, I've seen some parents, and in some of the bi-weekly cleanings that I do, some of the parents take their children and they set them aside, spend an hour with them, and they go over the toys that they want and the toys that they don't want. So if your child has, and then this also goes along with the space. So be a little aware of the space that you have in your home. So if you know your living room is a 15 by 15 and she's got a 3 by 3 corner over here with 2 crates, and Christmas came, her birthday came, spring break came, her friends came, it's a bag of toys from her other friend, and now it's about 4 crates worth of toys, but it's only 2 crates at the house. Now it's running over. So sitting down with your daughter will allow you the opportunity. I would say allow her the opportunity to tell you what she doesn't want. So if the toy could be outdated, she might not see her other friends play with it. She might not see her cousins play with it, so now she doesn't want the toy. But you taking them away versus them telling you what they wouldn't like creates a healthier environment because you're allowing the child to make that decision on their own. And, at some point you can even encourage them to say, hey, your cousin Sarah doesn't have that Barbie. Why don't you give it to her? Because you got a new one for Christmas. So creating, that's how you're breaking down the different space, because most of the toys in the living room probably are not used. So sitting down probably every season to go through the different toys that they have helps a lot. And the second question was, could you offer suggestions on children with mental illness as far as organization? Okay, so with children with mental illness, so for example, maybe the child has ADHD. Again, you have to have some type of patience with children with mental illness, as this is something that starts from birth. So as you grow and develop into an adult and you're holding yourself accountable, you do want your child to be as independent as possible, so they don't need you as much and they are organized and they're self-sufficient, because we all want that self-sufficient child. So when you do go through the steps, or you do have a plan, everything I say still applies, but it's just your approach. So your approach would be, for example, if we do preset and we're doing our nightly routine and we're getting ready. First, we take our shower. Then adding those words before the specific task at hand is beneficial for the child, because they may not follow everything that you're saying, but they will remember what they're supposed to do before, after, first, or last, or in between, or they'll know the steps. So giving it to them in steps, or those adjectives before, after, help a lot. So for example, if I was to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I know step one is to get my ingredients. I don't know nothing else, but I know I need to get my ingredients. And then, okay, what am I supposed to do? Now that I have the ingredients, I know that step two, now that I have my ingredients, I know that I need to pick up my knife. So just creating those different detailed instructions for them really helps with the children with mental illness. So those were the only 2 questions that I had. And if you guys have any other questions, you can feel free to drop them in. Drop them in the chat. Come back and answer them as well. So again, I wanted to thank you all for tuning in and checking out how to keep your children organized. Again, like, comment, share, like us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, CleanTube. We're getting them up and posted, so keep checking us out, and we'll be back next Thursday at 7. All right, see y'all soon. Bye.